हेलो गुड इवनिंग एवरीवन। सो आज अपने तीन मेडिसिन पढ़ेंगे। फर्स्ट मेडिसिन इज कोनियम मैकुलेटम एंड द सेकेंड मेडिसिन इज crocus sativa and the third medicine is Proteus horrides. So let's start with the Conium maculatum. Conium maculatum is the medicine you can see in the picture. In the preparation of this medicine, which part is used for the preparation of medicine? The whole plant is used. Whole fresh plant is used in the preparation of medicine, and this medicine is commonly known as poison hemlock and rarely known as spotted hemlock. Another name is herbena, and this medicine is proved by Dr. Christian Frederick Samuel Hahnemann, and this medicine is belonging to the class 1. How you will remember कि class 1 में ये preparation होता है? Just try to remember CON. तो ओ एन याद रखना है। ओ एन मीन्स वन। वन मीन्स क्लास वन में ये प्रिपरेशन होता है इस मेडिसिन का। सो लेट्स स्टार्ट विद द सिम्टम्स ऑफ कोनियम मैकुलेटम। कोनियम मैकुलेटम, द balm of Gilead for the diseases of old maids and women during and after climatery. The balm of Gilead for the diseases of old maids and women during and after climatery. What do you mean by the balm of Gilead? Balm means soothing. And the Gilead is the name of place. Means the people of the Gilead were using Conium maculatum as a balm. Balm means soothing, providing soothing, and especially for diseases of old maids. Means those. What do you mean by old maids? Old maids means they are too old for the marriage, especially women. And those women who are having age more than 40 or 45. And the balm of Gilead is the common name of which medicine? किसी medicine का common name भी है ये? कोई बता सकता है किस medicine का common name है ये? This medicine is mentioned in Boric-Matria Medica, that is Populus candicans, which is known as balm of Gilead. And conium were using in the ancient time employment for the death of Socrates. सुकरात को मारने के लिए ये यूज किया गया था in the ancient time. Another symptoms, especially for the diseases of old men, old maids, old bachelors with rigid muscular fiber, person with light hair who are easily excited, a strong person of sedentary habits, means conium maculatum medicine is especially suited to the old men, especially those who are having age more than 40, and especially those who are unmarried. Old bachelor means those who did not get married. To those we can prescribe this medicine. And those person who are easily excited means कोई भी छोटी सी बात भी होगी means if little thing will happen he will be excited. That is conium maculatum. But a normal person cannot excite on a trivial thing. And those person you can see in the picture, they are having the rigid fiber or muscular body is there, and the strong person is there, but they are having a sedentary habit. What do you mean by sedentary habit? Sedentary habit and sedentary lifestyle का मतलब ये होता है those who are sitting on the bed and they offer मुझे कॉफी दे दो, चाय दे दो, बेड पे बैठ के सब कुछ चाहिए उन्हें। sedentary lifestyle, आइदर ड्रिंक, आइदर कॉफी, कोई भी चीज हो सकता है, बट उसका लाइफ स्टाइल सेडेंटरी लाइफ स्टाइल होता है बिकॉज द पेशेंट और पर्सन इज वेरी लेजी. Another symptoms, memory weak, unable to sustain any mental effort. Means those person who are having loss of memory or very weak memory. and they cannot retain or sustain anything in the mind. Here, we can correlate with some disease condition like Alzheimer disease is there. In case of Alzheimer disease, there is a dementia and loss of memory is also there. Another symptoms, morose, easily excited. What do you mean by morose? Morose means melancholy and sad. And the nature of the Conium maculatum is very dominating nature and very quarrelsome. Quarrelsome means he will always try to fight. And excitement of any kind causes mental depression. Means if there is excitement on the little or trivial things, which will lead to the mental depression of the patient. And no inclination for the business or study, indolent, indifferent, takes no interest in anything. मीन्स कुछ भी काम करने का उसका मन नहीं करता. क्यों? Because the memory is so weak. And if there is weakness of memory, so we can correlate or compare with the anacardium. In case of anacardium, we will read there is a mentioned symptom, sudden loss of memory, which is cannot fit for the business. That's why there is written unfit for the business. That is anacardium. But in case of syphilinum, there is a loss of memory, cannot remember the well-known street. What do you mean by well-known street? Means जैसे आपके घर के पास कोई भी मार्केट या बाजार हो या कोई भी एरिया हो, हाँ, जो कि आप बचपन से देख रहे हो, बचपन से डेली वहां जाते हो, डेली वहां से आते हो. But if you are having problem, then you will not recognize that area. You cannot remember the name of street which was earlier. You will remember very nicely. जैसे कि पहले बहुत अच्छे से याद होगा, लेकिन जब प्रॉब्लम होगा तो उस समय याद नहीं आएगा. बिल्कुल, दैट इज सिफलिनियम. एंड सिफलिनियम को अरिथमेटिकल कैलकुलेशन में भी प्रॉब्लम होता है. बट अगेन वी कैन कंपेयर विद द मेडोरिनम. इन केस ऑफ मेडोरिनम, loses the thread of conversation while talking. Means suppose if the person is talking to you, then he will forget. Oh, क्या कह रहा था मैं? What I was saying? I forgot. That is Medorinum patient loses the thread of conversation. Another symptoms, dreads being alone. It avoids the society. Means a person cannot stay alone in the room anywhere, but he avoids the society. But he doesn't like the society. You can see in the picture, if the conium mac patient is there, he cannot stay alone. He wants a company, but he avoids the society. He does not want to mix with the society. Another symptoms, breast sore, hard and painful before and during menstruation. Means here we can correlate or compare with the Brania alba. In case of Brania alba, there is a hard, stony hardness is there, but breast is so painful, which must be support. Why there is need of support? Because a Brania is having very specific aggravation, which is motion. मोशन से एग्रीवेशन होता है. दैट्स वाई पेशेंट को सपोर्ट चाहिए. ब्रेस्ट को सपोर्ट देता है वो, आइदर टाइट बैंडेजिंग के द्वारा, आइदर हैंड के द्वारा सपोर्ट देता है, ताकि कोई मोशन ना हो. मोशन होगा तो एग्रीवेशन होगा, एग्रीवेशन दर्द होगा उसको. एंड same symptoms we can rate in case of leg caninum. In case of leg caninum, there is a also mentioned breast painful and hard, which is aggravated by the motion. But here we can correlate with the surgery. How we will correlate with the surgery? These are the symptoms we will find in which disease we can correlate with the fibroadenosis. Fibroadenosis is the condition, a disease where there will be a benign tumor inside the breast. And how we will come to know this is fibroadenosis? Because if the girl or if the lady, those who are having the age between 15 to 30 years of age, they will complain you. If she is coming to your clinic, then she will say, Doctor साहब, मेरे ब्रेस्ट में दर्द होता है, स्पेशली जब मेरे पीरियड आने वाले होते हैं. Means premenstrual pain will be there, and while during the menses. These are the characteristic features of fibroadenosis. And in the Boric Materia Medica, Dr. Boric has mentioned that is mastitis. Mastitis means fibroadenosis. And in case of leg caninum, which is mentioned, there is a same type of symptom is also there. But if you are talking about fibroadenosis, then what are the investigation we will advise to the patient? First, we will advise to the patient ultrasound or mammography we can advise to the patient. Another, we can advise a FNSC. FNSC means fine needle aspiration cytology, and popcorn like appearance will be there. If there is a mammography, then you will find popcorn like appearance will be there. Means zigzag, means demarcation will be not well deformed. It will be in zigzag mode. But if you are talking about the fibroadenosis, then we should also talk about fibroadenoma. What is fibroadenoma? Fibroadenoma is a condition where there is a lump inside the breast. But if you will palpate the breast, then the tumor will move here and there. If the tumor is moving, that is known as mobile tumor. If the tumor is moving while palpating, that condition and that is known as breast mouse. क्वेश्चन पूछा जाता है ब्रेस्ट माउस किसे कहते हैं, then your answer will be fibroadenoma. And fibroadenoma, which is also known as mastitis. And fibroadenosis को क्या बोलते हैं? Mastalgia. Why? Because mastalgia का मतलब breast pain. Okay. Another symptoms, vertigo, especially when lying down or turning in the bed, moving of the head slightly or even the eyes. Means there is also aggravation from the motion when the patient is trying to move or when they trying to move his or her eyes. So there will be aggravation, there will be a vertigo, and must keep feet perfectly still. Why? Because if he will try to move his head or eyes, so there may be a aggravation. And vertigo of the old people means those who are having age more than 40-45 after the climacteric age, there will be a vertigo. But if the female patient is there and the patient is having vertigo which is associated with the problem in ovary and another problem with the uterine complaints, then we can think of Conium Maculatum. Another symptom, cough in spasmodic paroxysm caused by dry spot in larynx, in throat, with itching of the chest, with itching in the chest and throat was at night when lying down and during pregnancy. Means if there is a dryness in the larynx, so there might be a cough, especially when the lady is pregnant. But if there is a dryness in the throat, so there there will be a cough. But if dryness in the throat, then the medicine is Actia racemosa. But कफ ड्यूरिंग प्रेगनेंसी और भी मेडिसिन है, कफ ड्यूरिंग प्रेगनेंसी के लिए और भी मेडिसिन है। क्या क्या मेडिसिन है? नक्स मोशाटा इज देयर, कैलिब्रोम इज देयर, कोस्टिकम इज देयर, एंड वन मोर मेडिसिन इज देयर, दैट इज एपोसाइनम कैनाविनम. These are the medicine having the symptoms cough during pregnancy. Another symptoms, great difficulty in voiding urine, flow intermits, then flow again, prostatic or uterine affection. You can see in the picture. In the first picture, you will able to see the normal prostate, but in the second picture, you uh, you can see there is an enlargement of prostate. That condition is known as BPH. If the old person, कोनियम मैकुलेटम स्पेशली ओल्ड पर्सन के लिए है, और ओल्ड पर्सन में बीपीएच बहुत ज़्यादा कॉमन होता है। बीपीएच का फुल फॉर्म होता है बिनाइन प्रोस्टेट हाइपरट्रॉफी। अगर बिनाइन प्रोस्टेट हाइपरट्रॉफी है तो व्हाट आर द इन्वेस्टिगेशन वी विल एडवाइज टू द पेशेंट? तो हम लोग एक मार्कर का यूज करते हैं जिसे पीएसए मार्कर कहते हैं। एंड इफ देयर इज अ बीपीएच, so there will be a interruption in the urine, means there will be a problem when passing the urine, or say there will be a dribbling of the urine or dribbling of the discharges. There might be, there will be a, because a person is having BPH. Another symptom means is fever suppressed, too late, scanty or short duration, with rashes of small red pimples over the body, which is seizures with flow. Means a female or lady is having menstruation, at that time there will be a red color of pimple over the forehead, over the face. बट और कौन सा मेडिसिन है जहां पे रेड कलर ऑफ पिंपल होता है ओवर द फेस और ओवर द फोरहेड? एक और मेडिसिन है जहां पे ये सेम सिम्टम मेंशन है, दैट इज लीडम पाल. लीडम पाल विच इज कॉमनली नोन एज मार्स टी एंड बिलोंगिंग टू द एरिकेसी फैमिली. बट दो तीन और मेडिसिन है जहां पे इरप्शन ओवर द फोरहेड, स्पेशली इन यंग वीमेन, that is sanguinaria. But another medicine is there which we can correlate or compare with, that is sarsaparilla. In case of sarsaparilla में क्या होता है? Itching of the eruption which is on forehead. मतलब itching होगा, forehead पे eruption होगा, eruption के साथ itching होगा, that is sarsaparilla. But why there will be a eruption over the forehead? Because the person is having problem with the sun rays. And again come back to the conium maculatum. Menses stop by taking cold and by putting hand in cold water. Means if the female patient is taking anything cold, either cold drink or either cold water, so there will be a seizures of menses. Menses बंद हो जाते हैं. एंड अगर हाथ को भी अगर डालते हैं पानी के अंदर तो भी बंद हो जाता है, बिकॉज अ पेशेंट माइट बी हैविंग अ हाइपरेस्टीसिया. हाइपरेस्टीसिया का मतलब मोर सेंसिटिव, so there will be a stoppage of the menses. And this same symptom which is also mentioned in lag defloratum. In case of lag defloratum, there is also mentioned, we can correlate and compare with the lag defloratum. In case of lag defloratum, there is a menses delayed or suppressed by placing hand in cold water and a drinking of glass of milk promptly the next period. मीन्स अगर एक ग्लास अगर दूध उसने पी लिया तो एक नहीं 2 महीने उसके स्किप हो जाएंगे मेंसेस. दैट इज मेंशन इन लैक डेफ्लोरेटम. And lac defloratum, which is commonly known as skim milk. But again we can correlate and compare with the phosphorus. Phosphorus में क्या होता है? There will be a nausea. Here the patient is putting hand in the cold water. But phosphorus में क्या होगा? वार्म वाटर में, गर्म पानी में हाथ डाल देगा तो पेशेंट को क्या होगा? नौसिया फीलिंग होगा. नौसिया व्हेन द पुटिंग हैंड इन द वार्म वाटर. नौसिया मीन्स वॉमिटिंग फीलिंग. बट अगर कोल्ड पानी में फॉस्फोरस ने हाथ डाल दिया तो क्या होगा? सो पेशेंट विल बी हैविंग अ स्नीजिंग while putting hand in the cold water, that is phosphorus. Another symptoms, leukorrhea. 10 days after the menses, acrid, bloody and milky, profuse thick intermediates. Leukorrhea, 10 days after the menses. In the bracket there are two more medicine, that is borax and bovista. But leukorrhea after 3 to 4 days of menses, then the medicine is magnesium muriaticum. But if we will talking about the leukorrhea of the conium maculatum, then what is the character of leukorrhea? That is bloody, milky, profuse thick. ब्लडी ल्यूकोरिया और किस में होता है? ब्लडी ल्यूकोरिया के लिए दूसरी मेडिसिन थैलिस्फेबस पास्टोरिस है. बट मिल्की यूरिन, हियर इज मेंशन मिल्की ल्यूकोरिया, नॉट यूरिन, milky leukorrhea. If milky leukorrhea is there, then we can correlate with the some gynecological disease like candida albicans, means candidiasis. If the lady or girl is having candidiasis, so there will be a white, milky and curdy like leukorrhea will be there, which is very offensive because due to the infection of Candida albicans. Candida albicans. Another symptoms of conium maculatum, bad effects or suppressed of sexual desire or suppressed menses, non-gratification of sexual instinct from the excessive indulgence. All the problem will start from the suppression of sexual desire, and the conium maculatum is old men and those who didn't get married, they will having all the problem, either male or either female, and that is known as celibacy. celibacy कहते हैं, ओल्ड बैचलर जो हो जाते हैं उनको celibacy कहते हैं. And another symptom, aversion to light without inflammation of eyes, and worse from using eyes in artificial light. Often student remedy for the night work, intense photophobia. You can see in the picture. A person cannot tolerate the light, especially artificial light, not a natural light. Means like we are using bulb. A patient cannot tolerate that light because there is a problem to the patient. And here we can correlate with the practice of medicine with the some disease condition, like क्या क्या डिजीज हो सकते हैं, क्या क्या कंडीशन हो सकता है जहाँ पे इंटेंस फोटोफोबिया पेशेंट को होता है. फर्स्ट कंडीशन will be there, dilated pupil will be there, and dry eyes will be there, and glaucoma is there, and cataract is there. Means 4 to 5 condition is there where there will be a presence of intense photophobia. Another symptoms, sweat day and night as soon as one sleeps or even the closing the eyes. Means if the person is sleeping or closing his eyes, जैसे ही वो सोता है या आंख भी अगर बंद कर लिया, so there will be a sweating, which is mentioned in conium maculatum. Another medicine is also there for the same symptom, that is cinchona officinalis. But here we can correlate or compare with the Sambucus nigra. In case of Sambucus nigra, there is menses Profuse sweating over the entire body while waking hours. मीन्स जब तक जगा रहेगा तब तक स्वेटिंग होगा, वो संबुकस नाइग्रा के अंदर मेंशन है। बट अगर पेशेंट सो रहा है या क्लोज करता है इसको और स्वेटिंग होता है तो दो मेडिसिन है, कोनियम मैकुलेटम एंड सिंकोना ऑफिसिनेलिस। Another symptom, tremulous weakness after every stool. What do you mean by the tremulous weakness? You can see in the picture there was a jiffy but it's not moving. There will be a, what do you mean by tremulous weakness? इसका मतलब होता है shaking or traveling of the whole body, especially after every stool. Why after every stool?